Are you passionate about media? Dreaming of telling stories that move the world? Whether you see yourself behind the mic, the camera, or the editing set, Majak is your launchpad. Journalist, content creator, filmmaker, photographer, digital media guru. Which one will you be? At the Media Academy for Journalism and Communications, Majak, we turn your passion into your profession. Get hands-on in journalism to break the big stories, digital media production to craft viral content, communications to shape messages that move millions, film and photography to tell your vision in every frame. With fully equipped radio and TV studios, modern computer labs, and pro-grade cameras, we prepare you for the real world of multimedia.
Hello viewers, and welcome to another inspiring episode of The Students Are. It's your favorite weekly program here on Majak TV, coming to you every Monday at 8 p.m. This is a show that inspires, empower, and connect you students to stories that really matter. I am your host, Awajed, and today we are talking about a topic that is on the minds of many young people: migration. To many students, migration is about studying abroad. To others, it's about finding job opportunities or gaining international experience. This is why it is really a very important topic, because behind the headlines and the dreams are organizations that are working hard to make sure migration is safe, secure, and inclusive. This is why today's episode is very important. I have with me leaders from the Global Youth Coalition on Migration. And with me in the studio, I have the chairman, Usainu Fofana, and the outreach officer, Mustafa Fati. Welcome to the program, gentlemen. It's a pleasure having you today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. So before we go any further, can you tell us more about yourselves?
Okay, thank you very much. My name is Usainu Fofana. I'm the chairman of Global Youth Coalition on Migration. It is a pleasure to be here.
Thank you. And
I am Mustafa Fati, the outreach and the communication officer for the Global Youth Coalition on Migrations, and I'm happy to be here in Majak TV today.
Thank you very much. So let's get deep into the program. So can you tell us what the Global Youth Coalition on Migration is all about?
Okay, thank you very much. Global Youth Coalition on Migration is a youth-led organization that seeks to promote and protect the rights and well-being of migrants globally, whilst also actively battling or actively tackling irregular migration.
Okay, so when did this start?
It started last year, the 24th of March. We started the crusade.
Okay.
Yeah.
So who are actually the founders of this organization?
Okay, thank you very much. I am the founder of the organization with one of my friend by the name Omar Kande. He is a co-founder in the organization, but then he is no more with us because he joined the Gambia Police. So it is in the law that if you are in the Gambia Police, you cannot be able to participate or take part in organizations like this. So we founded in last year when we finished our studies at the university. Okay. It all started, I can say, from our course that we did in the university. The course, if you look at the structure of the course, it requires for you to be a person that will be more impactful in the society, and it also requires for you to be a person that will be influential in the society. So when we finish our studies, we deem it fitting that we have to create something instead of going knocking at doors, seeking for job, tendering our applications. We have to create something. So we all came from the same course background, so we sat down and talked about it, and then he insinuated or he suggested, creating an organization that will have an impact in the society, an organization that will have an influence in the society. So we think of what are the global challenges, because these are the causes that we went through. What are the challenges our people are facing right now? So we look at that. We also look at migration, which is a big challenge for the country right now. So we want to enact this solution to these global challenges. We look at the most pressing issue right now, that is migration and irregular migration in it. So we want to do something that will at least tackle this. We came up with this initiative and created the organization, founded the organization, then we start from there.
Okay, so what do you do? Like, the organization is already there now. What are some of the things you do?
The things we do is creating awareness, sensitizing people about the dangers of irregular migration. Because as we all know, irregular migration is everybody's concern. It is something that everyone has to deal with, and it is something that affected every person, either indirectly or directly. So it is something that we are doing. We are doing a lot of things with regards to combating the challenges that are faced with irregular migration, ranging from sensitization and creating, organizing seminars and events to create awareness among youths, and also to engage with stakeholders, government stakeholders, NGOs, CSOs, and also yeah.
Okay, so I'll just move to the outreach officer.
Yeah.
So like he said, this is an organization that is into advocacy on migration, so irregular migration in particular.
Yeah.
So as the outreach officer, what are some of the things you people do to make sure that people are aware of this organization?
All right, thank you for the questions. As you said, I'm the outreach officer for the movement, and among the things that we normally do is sensitization. That is, if you look at the functions of the GYCM, one of the functions is about advocacy and policy influence. And in this advocacy and policy influence, that's where we have the youth representation, as we are doing today with the MAJAC TV here. That is representing youth in platforms wherein we share our experience with them with regards to irregular migrations. Because if you look at us, our center is more focusing on irregular migrations. So among those things, then we represent youths. So out of that, you also do what you call the outreach and communication. That is, we engage the communities, okay, in campaigning against them, go down, as of now, we are planning to meet a lot of communities within this region, okay, so in order to engage them, because to us, we believe that migration starts at the home level. Okay, most of the time, some parents also are playing part in this irregular migration. So having engagement with them, trying to sensitize them and enlighten them, some of the negativity that are behind this migration is going to be something that is going to be helpful in order to mitigate migration in the Gambia. And among the functions also, we also have what you call, we are also promoting alternatives. Okay. Alternative in the sense that we are trying to bring an initiative wherein, in order to mitigate this migration, because you can't just talk to youth and tell them, yes, stop going the back way, there and there, while you're not putting anything in the table for them. So as the movement, as GYCM, we are trying to bring what you call an alternative solution to migration.
And what are some of those alternatives?
Yes, among those, among those alternatives, we have what you call skill development programs. We are having some, as of now, we are distributing our courtesy letters to different institutions, and we are also having partners with some expertise in skills. Okay, so we want to make it like, in a sense that most of these territories, we will engage other 2, 3, wherein, we will have some skill training with those expertise. Okay, and among those things, we can create job opportunities for them. I think that's going to be something that is going to be a sample that youths can stay in this country and make life possible for themselves without not going for any irregular migrations.
Okay, so like Fadi said, So you people are also making sure that you include skill training as part of your advocacy program. So is there any that you've achieved since the establishment of this organization?
Okay, like I said in the beginning, this organization is, I can consider it to be a baby organization. It is starting. Maybe we can deal with those initiatives that will be coming. But then we started by first establishing a seminar. We organized a seminar, and the seminar we invited youth groups from the university and youth groups from the from senior secondary schools and school dropouts, and also these Bagway returnees. We invited them in the seminar. So far, that is the first event that we organize. We are yet to have the skill trainings and inviting some of our reintegration crusades.
Okay. Yeah, so for students that might want to get involved with this organization, what is your membership like? What does it take to be a part of the Global Youth Coalition on Migration?
Okay, thank you very much. This is a very important question, because our last meeting we raised this issue of integrating or making it open for members also from school and regions around the Gambia. Okay. We wanted to extend our branches to some of these schools where we are going to have a sub association that will be representing the organization, so that our work can also be extended and to gain more influence and more understanding. So we wanted to have sub-association in schools and regions around the Gambia where students will be participating in creating awareness and sensitizing their fellow students about the dangers of migration, irregular migration to be specific.
Okay, so back to you. So what are some of the skills that students can gain from joining this organization? Like, you are a member of the organization, so what are some of the skills they can gain from it?
All right, thank you. Like, if you look at us, we are mostly targeting this the school environmental areas, because to us, majority of these Bagway people are either drop out from schools that, you know, in one way or other they were so frustrated, so they seems Bagway as a prospect for them to have what, you know, to achieve their dreams. Okay, so for being a student, I was a literature teacher that usually I have engagement with students in regards to irregular migration issues, wherein we usually ask dramas with them, we give them platforms, you know, in a form of public speaking, debates, okay, in poem recitation and others, wherein they talks about some of the, you know, challenges that youth usually have, you know, on the way of Bagway. Okay, so like in the skills that we want to inclusive in them or inculcated in them will be around, you know, it's going to have is side effects with what is going to be is that what the migrants will usually face when they are embarking on this illegal journey. Okay, among the skills we are trying to have some partnership with these skilled youth movements. We have talked to 2 or 3 people already, wherein students also will be inclusive in those trainings. Okay, this can be either in using them as as a weapons, you know, to mitigate this migration. Okay, because to us, you know, engaging with the students and all of the community, they themselves can serve as agents to these problems. Yeah, because we've seen that, you know, they are the very ones that understood the communities. We engage them, we sensitize them, and at the end they also serve as an agents in order to mitigate migration issues in the Gambia.
Yeah, so we could even tell within our school setup that you will have students that are still going to school, not necessarily dropouts,
Yes.
but they would still want to embark on this irregular migration.
Yes.
We are having them in our midst. So I think it's not just about those that are not in school. So you people also, including students, I think it's really important,
Yeah,
because some are already having that mindset.
Yeah, and most of them will be saying, like, if you look at the educational sector, some of them are complaining about the educational sector. Okay, but there was these students that one encountered me about it. Okay, we were dealing with migration issues. That was prior to the class. And he claims that if you look at the educational system of the Gambia, he said, how possible someone been to school from grade 1 to 12, then just at the end of the last exam, you have been labeled as a failure, that you have failed your educational career. So to him, that one, being an educational personnel in this country, to him, is like you can easily be a failure in the society. So those are some of the things, to him, for them to engage themselves in the irregular migration is necessary for them. But like, it is our right also to move. Okay, but when we look at migrations, it is our right for human beings to migration is as well as human being. But like when we are to move also, it is also our responsibility to look for irregular channels instead of going for irregular channels. So I think those are things that we usually have challenges when it comes to migration issues. So we are really engaging them, and it's going to be continue having some session with them.
Right. So we don't have much time. We're at the tail end of the program. So any message that you have for viewers, students that are watching, or other stakeholders when it comes to migration in this country? Last statement you have for the entire general public.
Okay, thank you very much. It is indeed a great pleasure for having us here. My message to the general public will be migration is everybody's business, and we as a youth-led organization, we are trying our level best to make sure that we at least mitigate the level or the amount of youths that are leaving the country. We make sure that we establish something for them here, and also make sure we make them also believe that they can be able to make it here, even though without, even though going outside to seek for better opportunities. We make sure that we make them believe that there are opportunities here too. And also, one of our work that I would like to also mention is we are trying to create at least a platform where youths will be able to utilize some of their skill sets, because a lot of training are happening, and not all training are facilitating something that will make these youths to stay. So for us, we are coming strategically. We want to create, at least if we take youths on training, on skill set, if they learn and get those knowledge, we want to at least partner with institutions and organizations to at least create something for them where they are going to utilize those knowledge and skill set. So this is one strategical way that we are doing. And also we are trying to partner with Crab Island and other vocational training centers where we are going to facilitate a platform for these youths that are returnees, that are considered returnees, where we can integrate them in the society, and also where we can also create psychosocial support means for them. Also partnering with some of these mental health institutions to be able to integrate these returnees in the country. So this is our message. We want you to join us in mitigating migration, and also in trying to find safe migration channels. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Hussein. And to Mustafa, any final word?
Yeah, I will say a very handful thanks to Majax TV for giving us the platform to have some words with the youths in general. And my message will mostly goes to the students that it's not easy. Okay, but like we are saying, the GYCM is here for you, that all your migrations issues will be chatted with the GYCMs, and we will try by all means to give you the skills that you are required, as we are on the verge of mitigating irregular migration issues in this country. So please, we are encouraging all students to concentrate on their educations and seize that, yes, we can make it in this country. It is our nation, that we need to have a civic laws for this nation. Okay, you can easily make it without venturing into any irregular migrations. But like, we are not going to, allow seeing our brothers and sisters dying in the Sahara deserts. Okay, they are on there because I was a victim of irregular migration at one stage. Okay, I know the side effects that are on migration issues. It was, if not, intervention of the court, I would have been a course now. But like, thank God, we are appealing to the students, please, let's stay in our country. We look for regular channels where we can easily migrate instead of venturing for irregular migration. Thank you, Majak TV.
Yes, so thank you very much, Ousseynou Fofana and Ousmane Fati, for joining us today, and also for giving youth a voice in migration issues. And then to our viewers, migration isn't just about moving; it's about opportunities and also the power to shape your own story. So, like they said, migration is not it's not a crime, but it's really important that you do it in a more safe and secure manner. So, until we meet again next week, I have been your host, Awajeta.
Are you ready to make the headlines? Apply today. We are located at Bakau New Town. You can call us today on 53-31545, 53-31545, or 3725-053, 3725-053. You can email us at communications@majak.gm. Better still, you can visit our website www.majak.gm. Majak, your story, your screen, your future.